it depends on what community you're talking about, because a lot of
Yeah.
mainstream communities today, they just promote like false misinformation, because obviously they promote these to, they are mainstream communities for reasons. Everyone can have access to these communities, meaning that, like, I'm talking about, like, if you the more niche like Lux Maxing community you get into, the more filtered and the more mm, like the core ideology of Lux Maxing you'll be um you would probably be dealing with. So I don't think it's fair to generalize the whole Lux Maxing community just based on these surface level Lux Maxing communities,
Well, it's
which
definitely
are
not a
obviously.
surface level. Look, I get what you're saying. Like the idea is what's most important, but that's actually not true because people who are outsiders looking in, they don't look at the idea. They look at the people who are trying to wrongfully promote the idea, because that those are the people that made it so popularized, not the idea itself,
Yeah, so you would
right?
be yeah, so you'd be classifying the whole ideology based on the people that believes in that ideology. For
No,
example,
I'm saying that I cannot look at the idea without looking the people who are in who are in that community. Sorry, I
wait,
can't.
why is that?
You
Why
said
is
why
that?
is that?
Yeah.
Because firstly, they're the ones who made me acknowledge that this even existed, and secondly, it's a large amount of people who are promoting these negative things that is being tied to the idea. So I don't even know what is the right way to what idea is the right idea, because there's so much different ideas and the main one is so negative. So I thought it would be the most one that everyone follows and the negative one, but I guess it's not.
Wait, can you give me an example of a negative looks maxing procedure that was promoted by the surface level
Well,
community?
I wouldn't. The I'll just say what was promoted was just changing your ethnicity.
Your ethnicity?
Yeah.
I've genuinely never heard of this before.
Well,
Like,
they don't claim it, but there's a lot of people who are not white, and then they get into the
Mhm.
looks maxing community, and they dye their hair blonde and put blue eye contacts in or green eye contacts that's not for their race, right? And
Why
then
is that
they,
going to be inherently like toxic?
well, the contact isn't itself isn't toxic, but what they're trying to be is toxic because it's not them and they will never achieve it. So people allowing that behavior is not okay.
What, again, why don't these people deserve the free will to, do whatever they want to? It's their own consequences of their own actions. I don't see a reason why
I
the society
understand
should
that.
clamp.
But just
Yeah,
because they have free will doesn't mean since or the fact that they're doing something bad.
is this invasive to other people's well-being?
I mean, you did ask me, like, what exactly do you think is wrong? And then I tell you, then you're like, oh, well, they're doing it on their own. I know they're doing it on their own, but should that be promoted? No.
I No, I don't even see how this is inherently toxic. Like, I don't
Well,
even
what is your
see a reason.
race?
Asian.
So, well, guess what? They're trying to be you, buddy. Kinda. They're making their eyes small, well, not smaller, but they're making their eyes appear more like Asian descent because hooded eyes is now the new thing. I remember when hooded eyes were bad and people were trying not to, but they're trying to do that, okay? But mostly they're trying to be Caucasian. They're trying to be whites. And that is a bad thing, especially if they're not. And they think the only way to be beautiful is to possess white features, which is not okay.
Well, that's not the fault of the looks maxing community. The reason why the
Well, I
globally
beg to differ.
yeah, so the reason why globally Caucasian features are being um are widely being upheld as being attractive is because it's due to Western imperialism. It's not the cause of looks maxing ideology. The Western media have portrayed that since what, like the 1800s.
Yeah, but I'm
So I
not.
don't,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get
I don't
where
see.
they're getting this from, but they're getting it. Okay, I don't know why you're not comprehending that they're getting it. So just because they're not the one to directly blame, doesn't mean that them promoting it is just they're let off the hook.
Wait, do you know that? Do you know what halo effect is?
Mm-hmm.
So I would rebut that claim by saying that these people would actually benefit themselves from acquiring Caucasian features, which is going to actually improve their overall mental well-being. So from a utilitarian perspective, they
Oh,
could map their own happiness and well-being from um, you know from these looks maxing procedures.
so you think it's benefit to look, uh, to play a role that you're not?
If it benefits you, then yeah.
So you look at it as free will is only good to that person, so it should be normalized. And there's really nothing more to say than that.
Yes.
Boy, are you serious?
Give me a rebuttal if you have any
I have.
contentions.
But I mean, you need to look at it not just on your role, but you have to look at it on like people who are hating on the community for. Okay? Because just because it benefits them looking white, that doesn't mean that it's okay in general. Because they should just be benefiting off of their natural descent. They shouldn't have to do procedures to be white to be perceived better. They shouldn't have to do that. But people are so normalizing the white features that they think the other ones that are not like that are terrible. So when you start to like not fight for the fact that that is wrong, then you can't go back.
Okay, but
Do you think it's
attractiveness is
okay?
going to be partially, yeah, so attractiveness is going to be partially objective, because it basically attractiveness comes from your like facial ratios, which is going to use numerical calculations, and under these calculations, since looks are going to be um
You mean subjective?
following that track, objective, looks are going to be partially objective because you basically there are some facial ratios that look inherently better than other ratios, which uses numerical calculations, which is going to be objective. But what I'm trying to say here is that since looks are partially objective, following that trend would not, like, I don't deem that as evil. Like, I don't see a reason
Okay.
why the society like
Well, I guess maybe
this.
because you've never probably gone through an experience so badly that you feel like you need to switch up your race to know how it feels. But trust me, it's not okay. I've never done that either, but I'm just saying. Since like you've never experienced like somebody literally doing that, maybe you think it's okay because you just don't have no experience. Because it just sounds like you just don't have any experience, so you think it's fine. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, but does that disprove my claim though? Like, I don't see a reason why lack of empirical evidences
Oh, okay.
would
Well, because number one, looks are subjective. Everyone has a different opinion on how their dream person should look or how they should look, for one. But when this Caucasian look is getting into everyone's minds and is warping what they see as their dream person, that's when it's wrong. That's when it's
okay.
wrong. Especially if the things
Again,
are unrealistic.
it just tracks back to my original point that no, not original point, my previous point that looks are going to be partially objective, and there's is a correlation between some features and that being deemed as attractive. For example, like eye separation ratio or like facial thirds. Like obviously there is going to be a correlation. The better the feature is, the more attractiveness the more attractive you will be
Yeah,
perceived
I get
from
what you're
others.
saying. I know with the ratio thing, okay? But that
Mhm.
shouldn't be a thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It shouldn't.
People make subconscious judgments about looks. Even I think this is inclusive to you as well. Like
Okay.
it's an impossible variable to remove from humans. So it's you're giving a hypothetical example that won't happen. So it can't be generalized to the world.
I've never given a hypothetical since I've been speaking with you.
Okay, but like again like there's not
Mm-hmm.
going to be a world where like people won't be subconsciously judged by the looks.
Okay. Well, let's. Do you want to move on or no?
Yeah, sure.
So, what is heightism? What is that?
I would define heightism as
So, like, people might like you or discuss you because of your height.
correct.
So, this is depending on what you do. So, it's not real in
Not
every
necessarily.
instance.
I would say that people make subconscious judgments based on
Like
someone's
being
height
tall.
as
I
well.
mean,
Being tall or short, people would make negative or positive subconscious judgments like before even talking to that actual person.
um, not necessarily. It depends what you're doing. Like a job, I would say that definitely depends. But if it's not doesn't consist of your job, then I don't think it matters.
Well, height is a physical. It's
Mm-hmm.
a physical trait, correct?
A physical traits or physical attributes.
Yeah, like yeah, physical attribute.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, so again, just ties with the halo effect. People will positively or negatively judge you based on your height. It's going to play a major role when it comes to your first impressions.
I wouldn't say that's true. I mean, for the first impressions, yes, but a major role, no.
But are you going to like don't most relationships end in first impressions? Like is you're
No,
not
I'm
going
just
to
talking.
have that
Well, relationships,
like
you don't need to be in a relationship to have a relationship with somebody. Now, if it's a relationship, you have to have a preference, then it will play a major role. But just relationship in general, no.
yeah, so this preference is going to be pretty objective when it comes to height
You mean pretty
because tall height
subjective?
pretty objective. Tall height is biologically using Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Basically, tall height is biologically seen as attractive because it ties with your survival since
It
height
does?
correlates with height correlates with muscle mass, which is going
Oh.
to correlate with strength. So naturally, people will prefer taller heights.
Like in a relationship?
Subconsciously, it's not just limited to relationships. It's like in
Really?
your daily life.
Because I've never experienced that. Or thought of that before of somebody else. So, other than a relationship.
Yeah, it's going to be less prevalent. Well, I think
Mm-hmm.
women in general face less height like discrimination from height. It's mostly men because
Really?
it's a less yeah, it's going to be a less masculine trait to be short.
I've never heard of
But
that before either.
isn't it? It's a biological axiom. Like it's aesthetically it's just less appealing as well as it ties with
No, I wouldn't say
biological.
so.
So if you were to prioritize for
Uh-huh.
like rational, like if you had like a rational strategy to, you know, for your physical safety and like basically
Physical
foundational
safety
survival,
for
yeah,
a boy?
you would prefer, yeah, you would prefer like someone who's like taller and physically because it correlate again, it just correlates with
No, I
muscle mass and
wouldn't.
strength.
Because guess
Well,
what?
well,
Because guess what?
what?
I don't look at a boy that I think I might get in a relationship with is if he's going to protect me. I don't do that to anybody. I do that to myself. Because there's been plenty of men who are like 7 feet their girlfriends, like at all. So just because